What's up, YouTube? Scott's Scotty Tradition back with another video. Got a quick mail day to go through with you. It's a card I've had my eye on for quite a while. It's actually my first real purchase of 2021. It's been over 3 months since I picked up a card, just with the way the current market is and everything like that. But I finally found one that I was looking for. So without further ado, the 1951 Bowman Emlen Tunnell rookie card. This is one of the big cards from the 1951 Bowman football set. Some others would be Norm Van Brocklin rookie, that's probably the biggest one. Tom Landry rookie also from this year. But yeah, look at this card. Look at the colors. Just look at how beautiful this card is. Just the vivid colors on it. This is just a gorgeous card. Super impressed with it. Ended up picking this off of a person from the Vintage Football group on Facebook. Take a quick look at the back. Graded by SGC, of course. Really a sharp looking card, for the most part. And just a real beauty. So I think this is a sneaky good card, just because of Emlen Tunnell's contributions to not only football but just to life in general. So a lot of you guys probably don't know a ton about Emlen Tunnell, and that's okay. The reason I actually know about him is because for the last 3 years of his career he played for the Packers. But other than that, I probably wouldn't know much about him. I'm guessing if you're a Giants fan, you might know a little bit about him as well. But so I'm just going to go through a little bit of his history. He grew up in Radnor, Pennsylvania, which is, I believe, in Delaware County near Philadelphia in Pennsylvania. Ended up going to college, starting out his college career as a halfback. In Toledo, he actually broke his neck, and he came back to play. So it just kind of shows you the toughness of this guy. Then he ended up joining the Coast Guard in 1943 and was on a destroyer in the South Pacific. His ship was torpedoed by the Japanese, and he actually, I believe, saved 2 of his comrades' lives by jumping in and saving them. So he actually has a silver life-saving medal from the Coast Guard, which is one of the Coast Guard's highest honors. So pretty remarkable story, just if you would stop there. But it obviously goes more than that. He was the first African-American player to play for the New York Giants, and the first African-American player to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and the first defensive player to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in general. Also the first African-American assistant coach, so he's got a lot of accolades. Was really a trailblazer and an outstanding player. That's the main thing with Tunnell, is he backed it up on the field. With the Giants, he actually played kick returner, punt returner, and also defensive back. So he returned a lot of interceptions for many yards. One of his nicknames was Offense on Defense, just because he was able to turn interceptions into kind of game-changing plays. Played with some legendary players on the Giants defense, like Tom Landry and Sam Huff. The owner of the Giants, the current owner of the Giants, basically called him a mix of Ed Reed and Deion Sanders at the time. So just great instincts. Former quarterbacks would talk a lot about how he used to bait them into throws. Like, he would pretend he wasn't even paying attention to a part of the field, and then once they threw it, his instincts and quickness were at elite levels, and he would pick a lot of balls off. Another nickname he had was the Gremlin as well. So played with the Giants for 11 seasons. Was a 9-time Pro Bowler. Finished his career with 79 interceptions, which is still second all-time, only to Paul Krause. So his numbers are off the charts. Unfortunately, Emlen died in 1975, so quite a few years ago already. Unfortunately, he passed away. He was only 51 when he passed away of a heart attack. So quite a career that he had, though. Came over in 1958 with Vince Lombardi to help coach a young Packers defense. Well, he was a player. He he was kind of a player coach, I guess you could call him at the time. But what a player. This is a card I could really see gaining value. That's not the reason I bought it, but I could see this card gaining value in the future just for its cultural significance, being first African American Hall of Fame player and so many other accolades. And it's just a beautiful card. Like 51 Bowman is just a premier early football set. Just outstanding. I think football could do a better job of honoring, its earlier beginnings. Certainly the African American influence is part of that. But some other older players in general, it's like the NFL, like, for some reason, doesn't seem to care unless you were like from the Super Bowl era. It's like they don't start until 1966 or 67. But I mean, there's like 50 plus years of football before that they need to they need to talk about more. And I think baseball does a great job of that. Everybody knows the names. Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, the early players in baseball. And then even before that, Ty Cobb, Walter Johnson, Christy Mathewson. All baseball fans know those guys because baseball does a great job of highlighting their pioneers and early stars. And football needs to do a much better job of that. Football just doesn't start in the Super Bowl era. It goes on for another half a century before that. And, Emlen Tunnell played in the late 40s and early 50s, so right before that Super Bowl era kind of came in. So a lot of people don't really know about him. But I think if people dig a little bit, they'll be impressed. And if you're a football collector, this is a must-add to your collection, in my opinion. So this is actually my second 51 Bowman card. Bringing the other one that I have here. I also have Tony Canadeo 51 Bowman in the grade of an 8 for the Packers. These are just beautiful cards. This just looks like fall weather over here. Just a beauty. This is Tony Canadeo's second year card. Canadeo only had two playing era cards, 50 and 51 Bowman. He also has a exhibits card as well, but they just look cool together. And there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You learned a little bit more about Emlen Tunnell. Again, a great card to pick up. It's super reasonable yet. I may have overpaid for this one a little bit, but I haven't bought anything in 3.5 months, so I'm okay with it. But for what he brought to the game and what he means to the game of football, I think it's an absolute steal at this point right now to pick up his rookie card. It's a card that I think will gain in cultural significance as the years go by. So thanks everybody for watching, and hope you guys have a great week. Thanks.